I can literally give Claude a company name and tell it to rip it. And in an hour, I can have a website up and running, deliverables created for me.
It is stupidly freaking easy for anybody to just drop a URL into ChatGPT, Claude, and literally create almost an identical page.
Our friend and mentor, Perry Belcher, is always warning, be careful of whose homework you cheat off of. When you cheat off of someone else's homework, it may pass the initial test, but it's not going to get you through to graduation. Welcome to Follow the Yellow Brick Road, the show where online businesses learn how to turn clicks into customers and growth into real scale. I'm your co-host, Emma Rainville, the Wizard of Ops, helping companies transform chaos into systems that actually run.
And I'm Mitch Barham, the Wizard of Ads, the guy who knows how to turn paid traffic into predictable revenue. Together, we break down what really drives profitable online businesses, from traffic and funnels to operations, scaling, and everything behind the curtain. Because getting customers is only half the battle.
The real magic happens when ads and operations work together. So if you want smarter traffic, stronger systems, and a clear path to scaling your business, you're in the right place. Let's follow the Yellow Brick Road. So today we're going to be talking about one of our favorite topics because we're both salty human beings and sauce.
The saltiest.
We're actually not, I wouldn't call us crap talkers. We're not gossipers,
No.
but when somebody like crosses our path and pisses us off, we're very vocal about it. And so we're going to be very vocal today about it. So we are going to be spilling the tea. And we're going to be spilling the tea on people who copy other people's homework and why this is a bad idea. And so just to kind of bring you guys up to speed, Mitch and I are part of a phenomenal mastermind. Our friend and mentor, Perry Belcher, runs Driven Mastermind. And Perry is always warning, be careful of whose homework you cheat off of. Additionally, over the last Driven, Perry did a phenomenal talk talking about how someone in one day's time with the tools of today can rip your entire business. So you need to build a moat around your business and protect it. And so that's kind of what we're going to be talking about today, how people that are out there as the world is changing is coming in and is essentially ripping other people's businesses, and why A, as a business owner, you need to be careful and build your moat, and B, why you shouldn't make that same mistake, because generally speaking, when you cheat off of someone else's homework, it may pass the initial test, but it's not going to get you through to graduation. So Mitch, tell me about some of the things that you've seen in the past, particularly few months, where I can literally give Claude a company name and website and tell it to rip it. And in an hour, I can have a website up and running, ads running, most of the deliverables created for me. Tell me about that and tell me what your thoughts are on what you've seen in the market.
Yeah, I mean, it is, like you said, stupidly freaking easy for anybody to just drop a URL into ChatGPT, Claude, whatever, and literally create almost an identical page, identical verbiage, identical offer, pricing, everything, deliverables. And then, so what you basically have, what over the last 6 months, I mean, really the last couple months, there is a shitload of new courses and experts out there that all of a sudden know all of this stuff about things they had nothing to do with 2-3 months ago. And they're running around parading like they've just been selling millions and millions of dollars of it.
Right. It's
quite comical.
I mean, that's kind of been our industry though, right? Like I've been in operations for over 20 years. I've been doing the same thing for 20 years. I've been selling the same thing. Impacting profits in your business, operational excellence. I've certainly shifted what I sell due to AI and automations because it impacts your business's profits, which is what operations does, right? But the fundamentals of what you get out of me has been the same.
You didn't hop from like selling real estate courses to AI.
Absolutely not.
Right. That's what
I'm
I'm saying.
selling operational efficiency,
Right.
and now the AI and autonomous agents. I've been leading teams, building teams, leading operations in 7, 8, and some 9-figure companies, agencies, SaaSes, service businesses for 2 decades.
Right.
And I'm still doing that, although AI has become part of it. I wasn't a life coach 12 months ago. I wasn't teaching Amazon rich, quick schemes 24 months ago. I wasn't a copywriter 36 months ago. I wasn't
Were you teaching
a
drop shipping in
supplement.
2022?
I was not teaching drop shipping.
Yeah.
However, I did come into drop shippers' businesses after they created a logistical nightmare of a mess with customer service issues, and I operationally fixed them. So I've been doing the same thing. You have been on the growth marketing ops, I'd say, for 2 decades.
Yeah, 21 years.
But for the most part, when it comes to marketers, so there are people who are like Perry, and Perry certainly taught different things. He's a business architect,
Right.
but he's been a business architect the entire time. Has he taught different niches? Yes, but he didn't claim to be doing billions of. I have a $200 million portfolio across selling clowns and candy. Like, get the hell out of here.
Clouds and candy. I love that.
It's just so stupid. It's just so stupid.
Balloon animals and Smarties. Yeah.
It's just so stupid. So, like direct response is direct response, whether you're selling dating products or supplements or, info products for fitness companies. If you're a direct response marketer, you're a direct response marketer. That's not what we're talking about here.
Right.
We're talking about people who have completely changed what they're an expert in every time the market shifts, not tapping into a market for their specialty of operations, not tapping into a market for their marketing specialty, copywriting specialty. We're talking about they're switching what their background is in excellence. So just to kind of clarify what that means.
Yeah, no, 100%. I mean, everybody, like in my e-com days, like to your point, I had supplement brands, I had beard care products. Like, and the only reason it didn't stick around is because Facebook didn't understand the difference between hemp seed oil and marijuana back in the day. Now they do, but that's why I even have the beard. But point being, like, yes, we all shift markets and, niches and industries, but like, not just what you're seeing now is it's so easy to flow with where the wind blows you.
Right.
What's the new hot trend?
Right.
Is it Claude Code, Claude Cowork, Codex? Like, oh my God, the amount of new courses and stupid things that pop up is absolutely ridiculous.
Yep.
Because a lot of the times they don't even know what the hell they're doing. They're
Right.
just, and I hate it when people prey on like hopes and dreams.
Oh,
and,
100%. Just like in the past 36 months, there are people that went from I'm a PR mastermind, I'm an AI mastermind, and now I'm a speaking coach.
Yeah. Like, it'd be so easy for me to change my mastermind
36 seconds.
into like an AI mastermind.
36 seconds.
Yeah. Well, my
Nuts.
mastermind is still about Facebook ads, Google ads, TikTok ads. And like, yeah, hey guys, here's how we use AI in the agency to do this
Right.
stuff at a more efficient rate. But it's still
What
paid
you're
ads.
doing is what you're doing. Okay, so tell me about what does the phrase mean? This is a Perry Belcher phrase. So there are so many people out there that literally are like, this is my framework. And you find out it was, what was the agency it's a accounting agency, DeWalt. DeWalt's.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we know somebody who literally put out their own framework and made this video, and then someone messaged us and sent us the video,
Or
the
they read a
DeWalt
book.
framework, or read a book on how to manage, and then just literally took the frameworks, changed the names of them, and called it his own. It's crazy. It's crazy. I call it the Jay Shetty syndrome. But
We don't take other people's things and parrot them as our own.
right. And that is what, be careful of whose homework you cheat off of. So talk to me about that.
Yeah, there's so much parroting going on where we could sit in the room with Perry, listen to Perry, and then go around talking about, it being ours, and then go and try to sell it. Well, the fun part about that is you don't know the full back end of everybody else's offer. So
Right.
you run around and cheat off of everybody and be like, oh, well, they're making tons. First off, people lie about how much money they're making.
All the
Things are doing.
time.
Like, yo, I know some people and can call BS on a lot of people's numbers because I see the back end of their stuff.
Right.
But so like one, you don't know how successful something is actually is.
How many times have we listened to someone say, I remember you called me one time and you were like, I don't think he understands math because he told people that he had 20,000 members.
Mm-hmm.
He was charging how much a month?
I think it was like what, 90 something
A month.
a month.
And then I don't remember how it all came out, but you were like, I don't.
Math that I was like, this is like $3 million a month.
A
like,
month.
How is this math?
This isn't, I don't think that this is real life. And then it's like, oh, I can't afford a mastermind, but I have 20,000 members paying me $97 a month. It's just nuts.
Yeah, it just did math.
Right.
I was like, wait, this doesn't equal 1 + 1 does not equal 7.
It means you're lying.
Interrupt this podcast to ask you to do a huge favor for us.
Huge.
We drop so much knowledge to help you guys, but you're not going to be notified unless you hit that subscribe and the notification bell to be notified the minute we drop a new episode to help you grow and scale your business.
Because you never know when we're going to be taken off YouTube.
You have no idea. Like I could all of a sudden be like Liam Neeson with a particular set of skills.
Also, we read every single comment. So
Leave a question or comment. We will reply to it. And maybe we'll even talk about it in an upcoming episode.
probably if you troll us, we will definitely talk about you in an upcoming episode. Thanks.
So there's that huge aspect.
But there's a
of it.
lot, though. It isn't just, there are giants out there that you don't understand what they're doing behind the scenes to get things to work. And for example, I've worked with, and you have a great media buying agency. I'm just going to throw another one out there. I've worked with Kindago in Israel on a few different projects. And some of the things that they're doing in order to get offers not only to convert, but to convert at mass scale, you wouldn't even think of, such as rebranding it in a completely different, not language, but a completely different way. Like in the United States, let's say it's a fitness company and they're talking about pounds and dollars. If you were going to go sell, and we talked about this last night, if you were going to go sell in South Africa, they would team up with something like Digistore so they could process in South African rands, speak in that on the VSL, and sell it to an entirely new market where the dollar amount for the CPA is so much lower on Facebook. In the Philippines, your CPA, if you can target Filipinos for low ticket offers, your CPA is so cheap. And so in the United States, they were selling and they were giving a $60 CPA and a $29 with a $49 monthly, and nobody could figure out how they were doing that. And it was because everything that they were selling for super low that an Israeli media buyer was running allowed them to afford to have this mass following and pay so much for it in the US, which gave them the juice to then go elsewhere. So you don't know where money's coming from, what they're sacrificing in order to, when you see that dollar amount and then you start selling at that dollar amount in the United States and then you start paying that CPA in the United States, and you can't figure out why you're not making money, it's because you didn't understand their back end.
Right.
And you didn't understand where the cash was coming from. Or we were talking about this earlier too. We had worked on a funnel together, a quiz funnel together. And there was a friend of ours who heard about it, who copied it almost exactly. Like almost exactly. The copy, everything. Almost exactly. And they couldn't get it to work because they never opted in after the quiz, so they didn't understand what was happening from the point of the quiz to the point of the 10K turnover, and there was a lot of steps that had to happen.
Right.
A lot of steps. All of the cultivation happened after the quiz, and they were stopping at the quiz.
Right.
And they're like, my acquisition is like $100, but nobody's giving me the 10K. How are you backing this out? And without asking me how to make the funnel convert, they asked me how to make the funnel convert, and we found the funnel.
Right. Yeah. It's just interesting. This day and age, it is too easy to try to copy something. And it's my biggest ick. I don't know if ick's the right thing, but like,
It's a good one.
it just perturbs me because then I've, again, seen the back ends of some of this stuff and like what they're delivering as well. And it is so subpar
Right.
that I'm like, it's just frustrating. And I'm trying to choose my words wisely to not like go off the rails, but it truly pisses me off because like what people are getting delivered is absolutely subpar bull crap.
I think that it's fitting because it's not going to play out. And we every once in a while it does, right? But it's not going to play out over and over and over again. They've had to switch industries and they've had to switch identities because they haven't been able to make it in the long run. And this is how you know, like there are people, like think about it. You've got people who have been exactly who they were for a long time. You got Perry Belcher has been a business architect for a long time. He's been exactly who he's been for a long time.
Yep.
I've been an operator in operations. I've been delivering on operations. Even though operations has changed drastically and it is all about AI and agents now, I'm still delivering operations. I've managed teams for years. I'm still managing teams. They just look different. You've been in the same thing for a long time. Mario Castilli has been doing the same thing for a long time.
Right.
And then you've got these quote unquote gurus. And like I just said, they go from here's grow your personal brand to here, I have an AI mastermind to here, I'm going to teach you to be the next speaker
teach you
to
how
here.
to invest in Bitcoin.
Oh my God. Exactly.
Remember when that happened in like
Yes.
2017 through
Yes,
2021?
absolutely.
Oh my God. And there was one person in particular that blows with the wind all the time and all of a sudden became a crypto expert. Like, I love that. Like, pay attention during the bull runs of crypto. Everybody's a crypto expert all of a sudden. But then
Right.
during a bear market, they all go away and
Right.
start selling AI or something else.
Right,
Like,
right.
come
Exactly. But let's talk about building a moat.
on. Oh, yes. Moats are good to have. You need protection.
Right. And Perry taught us this at Driven. And this is exactly like what we're talking about. Building something that they can't figure out on the side of things.
Right.
So when they go and inevitably put all your copy in and all your ads in and all your deliverables in and recreate it, they actually can't.
No, that's the only line of defense any of us have anymore. Whether you're an agency, an e-com business, ops, courses, whatever, there's something behind the fourth wall that nobody can really see and then replicate it, which makes it successful. Like to your, like, I love that example with the different countries. They're not going to really figure that out. You know,
The only reason why I said that, by the way, is because Ozempic and GLP-1s has completely killed fitness. So you couldn't go mimic that again. But
think about all those companies that are still people still are opening up their online telehealth stores, and I'm like, why? There's literally now all you're doing is competing on price.
Right.
There's no moat. There's no protection.
Right.
People have no loyalty. I remember the supplement industry when I had my own supplement brands. Like, we had a moat that nobody else could replicate. People tried and they failed horribly. But even if it was just some unique selling proposition, there's something unique about what you do that makes it hard for anybody else to replicate. They can't.
Nice.
They could try, but they're going to fail horribly, or it's going to cost them a shitload of money to even try to get it out there because they don't know really what you're doing on the back end. What's
Right.
that unique email marketing thing you're doing, the content, whatever.
The email list that you're buying, that they think that they see your Facebook ads and they think that they see that you've got all these people coming into your boot camps.
Right.
So they think they can run the same thing. But meanwhile, 80% of your people are coming through email drops that you're leasing and licensing from other people that you're on a mastermind with. And that was like a ching wink that I just did. So, right. But like, it's just so funny to me how, you know, people will hear, oh, so-and-so's doing this and they're making a ton of money.
Right.
You'll almost never hear people who are doing $3-4 million in a month, even $1 million in a month. You won't hear them saying that they're doing that. They'll be quiet and they'll be listening because they effing know better. So let me back up for a minute because I've been in masterminds for a long time. And here's what I know. When you got people creeping on, like they're talking about, I'm going to do $1 million with this product this year, they probably got a run rate and they probably figured something out. And then like us, a whole bunch of people are going to go and mimic what they just said. And they're going to spawn it up really quick. And then what you learn is just shut up.
Oh, I've had to sign NDAs with clients because back in my early, not even really early, like mid e-com days, I was at a mastermind event. Dude gave a presentation on his product, was murdering it, millions of dollars a month. The vultures attacked him the minute he got off stage. And then within a week, somebody had a knockoff product up on Amazon trying to do the same thing as him. So that guy, when I ran his ads for him for kind of the same product, same niche, literally I had to sign an NDA
Because he learned his lesson.
because he learned his stuff in lesson.
Yeah, and everybody who's making big money on an offer learned their lesson the same way. They opened their mouth. Everybody came and asked them questions. It felt really good to be the
Oh,
guy.
it's great for the ego.
Yeah, it's great for the ego.
Yep.
You tell them a little bit too much, but not enough for them to truly mimic it completely.
Mm-hmm.
And then you hit $1 million a month and you learn to shut up and say nothing. Yeah,
It is kind of funny. You are 100% right. The richest people in a room aren't saying shit.
nothing.
Yep.
Nothing. It's generally the people who are talking about how good they're doing. I know that they probably have loans out the kazoo. They're probably floating everything on terms.
Right.
Every dollar they get in today is to pay for yesterday's stuff. And they cannot sleep at night because they know they have built a house of cards, but they got to be the first one at the conference to tell everybody what a big man they are.
So good.
It's the guy who's sitting there listening and asking questions that I always want to learn about. Milner's the quietest person at Driven.
100%. Well,
Quiet.
yeah.
What does Milner do? What does Bradley T. Milner do?
All I would say is something with flooring.
Something with,
Flooring. Construction.
okay. Yeah. Milner is probably one of the most successful people in that room. And,
Yeah.
and that should tell you something.
100%.
Yeah,
It-
okay.
It's amazing.
We
But-
just wanted to, oh, go ahead. I'm
Well, I was
sorry.
just going to say, because like to your point, I had heard a story about a guy who went to dinner with Warren Buffett.
Mm-hmm.
And you know who the guy just wanted to pick Warren Buffett's brain.
Mm-hmm.
But Warren Buffett was more interested in that guy and talking to him and asking him questions. And the whole time, Warren Buffett never said a thing about himself or bragged about himself. Just was very interested in, like, Emma, like asking about you and what you do and how you do it and blah, blah, blah.
Always the richest dudes.
Yeah.
Always the richest dudes.
It was. I just thought that was so interesting when I heard that story. I was like, that is freaking wild.
That's it for today's episode of Follow the Yellow Brick Road, where the Wizard of Ads and the Wizard of Ops break down what it really takes to build and scale a profitable online business.
If you found this episode useful, make sure to go to followtheyellowbrickroadpodcast.com to check out the Hidden Control Chamber for all kinds of awesome freebies, guides, checklists, everything that we do to grow businesses.
So hop over there and grab all those free resources in the Hidden Control Chamber. And remember, getting traffic is one thing. Turning it into customers that build the systems to support real growth, that's where the real magic happens. Until next time, keep following the Yellow Brick Road.